Hey guys, welcome to the video. Thanks for joining today. Today I wanted to do my full review on a shoe from a new brand, the Mount to Coast R1. I've already done an introductory video and it's just been a few weeks and I'm ready to do my full review. I got these, I think the week of Christmas. But I wore them for a couple short. Well, I wore them for a 9 miler and a 5 miler, and then I took them with me to the Snowdrop 55-hour race. The first day of the race, I wore these the entire day, and I got about 50 miles on them, and then I've used them on a few walks, so I've got about 70 miles on them total, and I have really enjoyed these. It's a new shoe from Mount to Coast that came out. Mount to Coast just started in March of this year. The R1 is kind of their signature shoe. They also sell an R1R that comes with a full rubber outsole. This is using a different material that is not quite as rugged as full rubber, but it is. I think it lasts really well. And this is the shoe that they used, a guy that ran the Joggle, which was a race from the top of Scotland to the bottom of England. 854 miles in 17 days he ran just in these shoes, and they lasted the whole way. And actually still looked pretty good. They were dirty, but they still looked pretty good at the end. I wore these for that 50-mile run the first day. I was having back issues, so I was rather slow, but I did get to run a fair amount, and they worked great. These shoes come with a what they call light cell midsole. It's a PIBA blend midsole, and then they nitrogen infuse it, so it's it's a supercritical PIBA blend foam. Um, it definitely has a bouncy feel to it. I wouldn't call it super race type bouncy like in the super shoe, but it's a very responsive feeling, and it's very soft feeling. So you're very comfortable, and it just stays comfortable all day long. It's got this zero sag technology in it that helps it. I think it helps the torsional rigidity, but it's also supposed to help keep your foot from sagging in the middle of after a long run and causing issues. And I don't know, but my feet felt great the whole way. I never had blister issues. I never had really hot spots. My feet were just comfortable all day in this for 50 miles. So I was impressed by that. I wasn't moving real quick, but again, they were very comfortable. You were able to lock in the lace as well with the laces on the top. If you need more toe room or less, you're able to independently do the front part of your foot, because it's got a dual lacing system, which I think is pretty cool. I kind of set it and forgot it on my 50-mile day. I like the fairly loose forefoot anyway, so I had it loose enough and I just kind of left it there. If I'd have started to have problems or felt like the terrain required it to be a little tighter, it would have been really easy to pull on this and tighten it down. But I was comfortable the way it was. I will say the outsole is it's a road outsole. It's not a trail outsole, but it actually does really good. I've said before, I ran on these on pavement that was marked for school crossing, the big white lines that are usually real slippery in road shoes. These didn't slip at all, and I ran in these the entire time on that 60% gravel, 40% pavement, and I felt solid and good the whole time. They handled the gravel without any issue at all. You can see a little bit where I've worn down some of the little luggies on the heel, but that's probably from me walking so much. But I do think they're going to last long. It didn't really cut down into the thickness of the outsole at all. So I do hope they're going to last long. Time will tell about that, but they were very comfortable. Like I said, no hot spots, no discomfort for a long run, and just a really good feeling. So I'm impressed by them. They do have a 35 millimeter stack height in the heel and a 27 in the forefoot for an 8 millimeter drop. I usually don't really like 8 millimeter and up drops. I really prefer 6 millimeter, but these feel a lot like a 6 millimeter drop to me. So they weren't really bothering me at all, as much as usually an 8 millimeter kind of does. I usually worry with a 8 millimeter drop that I'm going to start overstriding a lot and hitting my heel, but I didn't feel like I was doing that in these. So anyway, so far so good. I'm very impressed by the Mountain Coast R1s. I am looking forward to trying some of their shoes in the future. I'm really looking forward to their T1, their trail shoe that's going to come out later this year, and their H1, their hybrid shoe, which will also be coming out later this year. They've also got right now an S1, which is their daily trainer, which is very similar to this. It's going to be a little heavier. And then they've got the P1, which has some stability elements built in to make it more stable. I actually found this for a neutral shoe. I feel like it's fairly stable too, and I think this zero sag insert helps with that. But anyway, a really comfortable shoe. I'm enjoying them so far. They retail for $160, and I think that's actually a pretty good deal. Anyway, if you found my video interesting, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and keep moving.